With the COVID-19 pandemic transforming workplaces across the globe, Mace has moved forward plans to integrate its facilities management division operate with the wider business. The change aims to enable the firm to provide clients with more cohesive services, drawing on the wider built environment expertise of their consultancy, construction and development arms. How has the Mace FM service developed during your time with the business?
That's a really interesting question, because when I first started, we were in 2007, we were only actually operating in one country, which is the UK, and predominantly in around London. Since then, through clients such as Invesco, which have pushed us into Europe, then pushed us into America, and then grown into Asia Pac, we have now operated in over 45 countries. Of course, as you start to grow in these countries, you get further clients, and they start to push your presence in these regions even more. We currently now run out of 5 hubs around the world. They are in London, Dubai, New York, Johannesburg, and Singapore. So, our business has grown from being probably 200 odd people when I first started to over 1,000 people around the world, delivering FM services to a number of different clients. This growth in the different hubs and been working very closely to Mace is one of the reasons of why we decided to change the name from Mace Macro to Mace. It is just this whole alignment within the Mace group and actually having Mace sell as one brand across the world.
How does the rebrand align with your wider strategy?
The rebranding was actually decided in 2019. Last year, we did a market review and a strategy review of our whole business of where we wanted to be. And as a result, we changed our target operating model. Our target operating model is now focused on experience and efficiency underpinned by compliance. So let's deliver the experience to our users. That is not just about the workplace experience, but it's a whole rounded experience, including sustainability, volunteering, all of the things that people look at when they work in a workplace, and then balancing that across with efficiency. So how can we drive efficiency over? How can we ensure that the services are appropriate for what the client's looking for? And of course, you underpin all of that by making sure it's all compliant. So as part of that exercise, we decided actually, as part of this new world and being closely aligned to the Mace Group, we're better off changing the name to Mace Brand. As a result of our new strategy, then we've made some key appointments. People like Maud Santa Maria to lead our workplace experience, Nick Garners to lead the efficiency and also our Centre of Excellence. And then we also brought in Marlies Hukaboom, who can work on being the MD of this region, but also her background in fit out and all that brings that workplace experience also into the operational sector.
What are the key lessons learned from working through the pandemic?
The key lesson for me is communication, and actually how good your communication is with your teams. So many things are changing, as you can imagine. Not only are you concerned about how your services are delivered to your clients and what your clients' needs are, but you also got your operational business to take care of also. And therefore, you had to get great communication going with your clients, making sure we were flexible and agile working with them. But we also had to look at our own business and make sure that we were actually resilient in how we were delivering it and delivering our business. And of course, linking back into group. The group were also looking at a next level as a wider group. So there were 3 layers of different conversations happening, and therefore communication across all those 3 layers is really key. The thing about rebranding while COVID-19 has been happening is actually taken focus away from COVID-19 and actually got some normality in what we're doing. It wasn't planned that we would do it in the middle of COVID-19. In fact, we're going to do it right at the beginning. But as COVID-19 has kind of settled down, we thought it was an appropriate time to do it.
How do you see the role of FM evolving in the long term?
I think the services of the FM role will change. I think what this has shown is that people can work from home when required, if required. There have always been barriers of why people can do flexible working, and I think the whole pandemic has kind of put that to one side now. I think what's going to happen is there is a balance of when people want to work in the office and when people want to work at home. And therefore, you've got to create this environment that actually suits both. This FM service that actually caters for both workplaces. And the workplace in the office will have to step up, because actually, why would anyone go to the office if they could stay at home with all the comforts? So there's got to be something drawing them. The experience in the office has to draw them to go go back into the office. So I think that is going to involve retraining teams to enable to increase the workplace experience in the office, and then also retraining teams to see how do you cater for people working from home and what services can you deliver around that. So I think they're the two major things that are going to happen as part of FM evolving.